Meeting to order at 7:01. Stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You can call the roll, please, Sue.
Councilmember Canfield.
Here.
Councilmember Chambers.
Here.
Councilmember Salzweedl.
Here.
Councilmember Yankovic.
Here.
And Mayor Ford.
I'm here. Before we move to the consent agenda, I'm going to turn the meeting over to Chief Bucla for a minute.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor and City Council. We have a milestone that's coming up this week. 25 years ago, a gray-haired guy in the back row there started working for the city of Lowell. And we invited a motley crew here tonight. I told him that there might be a problem, so he needed to come to this council meeting. So Chris, could you come to the front of the room, please? So,
Can you say that into the microphone, please?
so 25 years ago, Sgt Christopher Hurst started working for the Lowell Police Department. And we'd like to thank you for 25 years of outstanding service and dedication to the city of Lowell and the Lowell Police Department. Sgt Christopher Hurst, October 10, 1994, and October 10, 2019. We got you this one too. This is the light up one that you saw that everybody else had and you didn't. There's a reason why you didn't have it then, because you're getting it tonight. Awesome, thank you. So you can plug that in your office and it's your remote control. Speech.
I knew something was up when Chief told me to hang back, and a call that just came out 20 minutes ago. Then he kept looking at me as I sat back in the room. I didn't even think about that. That's been 25 years. I would like to say, since it's been 25 years, I got this job by accident. I went to the academy at the time I was a paramedic. Worked at Rockford Ambulance for, you got any water, I'm dry as a bone. Went to the academy, at the time I was a paramedic with Rockford Ambulance. My goal was to get a job with the sheriff department when they had E-units on their patrol. Studied my tail off. Basically I worked, studied, and slept for 2 years. I didn't really see my family that much. But I got through the academy, got a good recommendation from one of the prosecutors who was one of my instructors. Went to the sheriff department, and at the time, I should say that I was a member of the National Guard, had 10 years in service, wanted to get my 10 more, get my 20, and the sheriff department told me that they couldn't hire me because of my military service. That was John Porter for the paper. Before that happened, I was actually working here part-time. Jim Valentine picked me up. At the same time, I was going through the process for a full-time position here as I was at the sheriff department. Went through the testing here, was offered the job, and at first I said no, because of the salary was such a big cut to go from where I was at to where I'd be here. And at first I said no. Well, the next day, luckily I worked the next day, talked to Alicia Dupre, those of you who remember her, and she began yelling at me for not taking the job. And I said, well, I can't make it if it's this much. I said, but if it was this much more, I could. Well, Jim failed to tell me that they just went through a contract negotiation, and that pay was where I needed it to be. So I marched right into his office and say, hey, look, you told me some wrong information. I would take the job if I knew this. So that's how I got the job here. I had a great time. Going to be around here a little bit longer. Not quite as long as Cal. But I'm putting at least 30 years in here, so I got 5 more to go. So I appreciate it. This has been a great place to work. I worked a lot of other places. Had some great chiefs, including one sitting here. And I would say that if I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I came here. I'm glad John Porter illegally told me I couldn't get a job with the sheriff's department, so I could come here. And allowed me to finish out my guard career. I got a pension for coming from them. So, but thank you very much. It's some neat stuff. So,
Thanks for your service, too.
yeah.
A brief recess, we have a cake and another presentation.
You can take as long as you want for cake. Motion to adjourn, 10 minutes for cake.
I'll support that motion.
Recess, yeah, cake recess.
Yeah.
All those in favor of cake signify by saying aye.